For as long as we have existed, humanity has looked upward. We search the skies for answers. We gaze at constellations, imagining civilizations dancing among the stars. We build telescopes that pierce through cosmic darkness. We send signals, hoping someone, somewhere, might answer. We assume alien life must be distant, far, unreachable. But what if the truth is not above us, but beneath us? What if the beings we call aliens did not descend from distant galaxies, but instead arose from the deepest corners of our own planet? What if they never left Earth? What if they were the first to call this planet home? What if we are the newcomers? Tonight, we descend into one of the most controversial, forbidden, and mind-bending theories ever conceived: the hollow Earth theory, and the possibility that aliens are not extraterrestrial, but intraterrestrial, originating from within the Earth itself. This is a journey into a world you were never meant to know. A world older than humanity, hidden beneath rock, beneath oceans, beneath myths, and beneath lies. If Hollow Earth were a modern invention, we could ignore it, dismiss it as fantasy, a strange internet tale. But the unsettling truth is this: the idea of a world inside our world is older than recorded history. Nearly every ancient civilization speaks of beings who lived below the earth. Not metaphorical beings, not spirits, literal, physical, intelligent beings. Let's begin with the Greeks. They described vast caverns beneath the earth, not as places of fire and punishment, but as luminous kingdoms, worlds with rivers, plains, and mysterious light sources that the Greeks simply called phos esoterikos, the inner light. The Tibetans recorded the kingdom of Agartha, a hidden realm beneath the Himalayas, inhabited by the Shining Ones, advanced beings, pale, large-eyed, serene, possessing knowledge humanity had forgotten. The Hindu texts mention the Naga, serpent-like humanoids living in massive underground cities called Patala, described not as hell, but as civilizations with glowing crystals and underground suns. The Norse spoke of Svartalfheim, a subterranean realm inhabited by beings of great intelligence and craftsmanship, dwarves, elves, giants, depending on translation. The Aztecs believed their ancestors emerged from a cave called Chicomostoc, the Seven Caverns. The Mayans, too, said humanity was given life in caves beneath the earth, illuminated by eternal fire. And perhaps the most chilling, Native American Hopi legends of the ant people, pale-skinned, thin-limbed beings who lived below the ground and guided humanity through global catastrophes. Different cultures, different epochs, different continents, same pattern, same story. A world beneath our world, inhabited by advanced, pale, intelligent beings with large eyes and mysterious technology. The similarities are too precise to ignore as coincidences. Either ancient civilizations shared a collective hallucination, or they were remembering something real, a memory passed down through myth, a memory of a world beneath. 1600s, astronomer Edmund Halley, one of the greatest scientific minds in history, faced a problem. Earth's magnetic field didn't behave like a single solid planet. It behaved like multiple rotating spheres nested inside one another. Halley, unable to explain the phenomenon, proposed something radical. Earth might be hollow. He suggested a 500-mile thick outer shell, 2 inner shells, and a glowing central core capable of producing light and supporting life. Modern scientists laugh at Halley's idea, but modern scientists have also failed to explain why Earth's magnetic poles shift unpredictably, why deep seismic scans show massive voids, how multiple magnetic fields form below the crust, why unexplained heat signatures move beneath Antarctica, and why certain subterranean areas produce artificial-sounding mechanical hums. Even with all our technology, we still know almost nothing about what lies beneath the crust. The deepest humans have ever dug is the Kola Super Deep Borehole, only 12 kilometers. Earth's radius is 6,371 kilometers. We've penetrated 0.1% of Earth's interior. And at 12 kilometers deep, scientists heard something terrifying. The sound of something moving. A deep, rumbling, groaning resonance, unlike any seismic activity. Geologists were shaken. Microphones lowered into the shaft picked up what one researcher described as the sound of a large hollow space with something shifting inside it. The recording was classified, the project was shut down, and the hole was sealed. Why? What was moving at a depth no human should be able to reach?
If Earth were hollow, there must be entrances. And explorers of the early modern age claimed to find exactly that. In the late 19th century, Arctic explorers reported warm winds flowing from the north, a physical impossibility in the frozen Arctic environment. Others described seeing birds, non-Arctic species, flying north, disappearing over the horizon. Some even saw what looked like perfectly circular openings in the ice, massive voids, so large that aircraft could enter. When satellites became widespread, something strange happened. Those exact regions began appearing as blurred patches, digital distortions, missing data, black voids inserted into maps. Government explanation, camera errors. But the errors always happen in the same spots, decade after decade. Year after year. Even today, Google Earth still censors 2 polar regions, one at the North Pole, one at the South 2 entrances. Coincidence? Or gates? Imagine enormous shafts descending into a world beneath the crust, a world shielded from sunlight, heat, radiation, and catastrophe. A perfect vault for something ancient, something intelligent, something that considers the surface dangerous, primitive, and unworthy. In 1947, Admiral Richard E. Byrd led Operation High Jump, the largest Antarctic expedition in human history. This was no simple exploration. The operation included 13 ships, 23 aircraft, 4,700 men and classified objectives. Why send a military fleet to a continent of ice? Byrd publicly stated they were mapping Antarctica privately. He recorded something very different. According to his secret diary, Byrd flew into a region where the ice suddenly stopped. In front of him stretched green valleys, flowing rivers, warm air, and animals that should not exist in Antarctica. Impossible, unless he had flown into the earth. Byrd then described encountering craft that moved faster than anything humanity had built. He was taken into custody by tall, pale beings with enormous eyes, not aliens from stars, beings from beneath. Their message was chilling. We are the protectors of this world. We have allowed humanity to rise, but you have become dangerous. You are not ready to enter our domain. They told Byrd their civilization was ancient, older than any surface empire. They warned of humanity's destructive path. When Byrd returned, he was silenced. His diary seized, his mission classified. His warnings ignored within years. His writings were labeled delusions, despite his impeccable military record. But why silence a war hero? Why erase his logs? Unless he had found something he was never meant to see. For decades, we've assumed aliens come from other planets. But let's analyze their behavior. UFOs are seen, entering oceans, diving into volcanoes, flying into mountains, disappearing into clouds near poles, hovering around tectonic fault lines, hiding in deep trenches, traveling inside storms, vanishing into the ground. Rarely do they fly up towards space, and radar shows craft moving underwater at speeds impossible for any submarine. Why does an extraterrestrial craft spend more time underwater than in the sky? Why does it hide near the poles? Why does it emerge from mountains? Why does it appear in volcanic craters? Maybe because it's going home. Now, consider alien physiology. Pale skin, thin bodies, large head, giant black eyes, long limbs, minimal musculature, no ears, no nose ridge. These traits are terrible for surviving on a sunlit planet or in the vacuum of space. But they are perfect for low-light underground environments, bioluminescent ecosystems, narrow tunnels, deep pressure, stabilization. Nothing about gray aliens suggests evolution in space. Everything about them suggests evolution underground. Aliens may not be extraterrestrial, they may be intraterrestrial. If Hollow Earth exists, it must support life. How? Consider this. Scientists recently discovered vast underground oceans beneath Earth's crust, 3 times the volume of all surface oceans combined. They found bioluminescent fungi in caves miles deep, microbes living in total darkness, ecosystems without sunlight, crystals the size of buildings inside subterranean caverns. Imagine scaling this to an entire world. Hollow Earth theories suggest a central sun, a glowing plasma sphere hovering at the planet's core, creating twilight, ecosystems, warm rivers, glowing forests, crystalline mountains, entire continents hidden beneath stone. Beings living there would evolve in isolation, protected from meteors, solar radiation, extinction events. Their technology could advance for tens of thousands of years without interruption. Surface civilizations fall. Underground civilizations rise forever. To them, we are children. In the past 2 decades, scientists have recorded data they refuse to explain publicly. Among them, 1. The Vela incident. Seismic sensors detected a massive underground detonation beneath the Indian Ocean. No fault line, no volcanic activity, no explanation. 2. The bloop. A deep-sea microphone captured a sound that was mechanical, powerful, and moving beneath the earth. Scientists claimed it was ice, then retracted the statement. 3. The hum. Millions worldwide hear a deep, rumbling hum with no external source. Geologists say it is coming from below. 4. Antarctic heat. Blob satellite scans found heat signatures moving under the ice, some as large as skyscrapers. 5. Artificial structures in deep trenches. Robotic submersibles captured footage of perfect right angles in the Mariana Trench. Nature does not create perfect right angles. Disappearing deep dive teams. Multiple expeditions to certain deep cave systems have vanished without a trace. Not buried, not collapsed. Gone, like something took them. And the most disturbing, 7. The subterranean signal. A classified 2015 report described a sound echoing from deep within the mantle. Not seismic, not biological, rhythmic, patterned, intelligent. So, what does all this mean? What if humanity was not the first intelligent species? What if our creators did not come from above, but from below? What if the beings inside the earth are waiting, observing, guiding, or preventing our next evolutionary step? What if the reason aliens never openly appear is because they know we are not ready? Or perhaps because they fear us? Perhaps humanity is the anomaly, the unpredictable species on the unstable outer layer, the dangerous child playing on the surface while something ancient slumbers beneath. What if we are their failed experiment, or their future threat, or their descendants who were pushed out for reasons long forgotten? Maybe alien life never traveled to Earth. Maybe they simply never left. Maybe beneath our oceans, beneath our mountains, beneath our myths, lies a world older than time, a world sealed away for reasons we cannot fathom. A world that has watched us rise, fight, fall, and rise again. And maybe each time we dig too deep, each time we explore the poles, each time we approach a truth we are not meant to know, we are warned, turn back, you are not ready. And perhaps that's why humanity has never found alien life. Because we've been looking up instead of down. Another hidden truth, another world revealed by Mystopia Things.